What's up, guys, and welcome to my review for Trolls Band Together. This is the third Trolls film that I've just recently watched this trilogy within the past week. I've never seen a Trolls movie, but my girlfriend wanted to watch the Trolls movies because she's seen the first two. She wanted to see the third one. She wanted to rewatch the first two. So it's an opportunity for me to catch up. If it wasn't for her, I'm not sure if I'd have even seen this film. But it follows the story of Branch, and we see him in his younger days. He had a group of brothers. What happens? They get separated. How do they get separated? Brothers fight, families separate. One of them gets in danger when he's in present day, so they got to band back together and save the brother. Let me just give my quick thoughts on the previous two Trolls films before I get into this. I think the first one is good, but not great. I thought, the songs were good, the story was good. It has its problems for sure, but I think overall a good animated film with stuff for adults and stuff for children. A great not a great, but a good family film with great animation and a good soundtrack. Trolls World Tour, which was the second movie, didn't like that movie. I thought that was very hard to get through. I felt like it was extremely kid friendly with really nothing for the adults to latch on to. Didn't really find anything interesting about the story. Couldn't really get myself invested into it at all. There wasn't really any emotion behind it. But with the first film, there was, and with the third film, there's even more. I think this is the most emotionally resonant Trolls movie, and I think this is the best Trolls movie. Again, I don't think it's great, but I think it's good, similar to how I felt about the first film, but I do think that this third film is the best of the trilogy. And I think, look, as I said before, it's a story about siblings, it's a story about family. And I think a lot of people can watch this and get emotionally invested into it. It's very easy to get yourself emotionally invested into this film, and I think that's one of its stronger points is the emotional value of it. I thought the story was good. I thought the continuation with the characters from the first movie, the Bergens, who were non-existent in the second movie. They're back in this movie, and I was appreciative to see them back. They had a tiny bit in the credit scene of the second movie. It's like, oh wow, we're kind of missing that because that was kind of one of the things about the first movie was relationship between particularly Poppy and the Bridget character. So to have that element back into it, I thought it worked. I thought it was a better continuation than the second movie. I think if you delete the second movie and just watch this after the first, you're going to be fine. There's like one reference in this to the second film, which was very brief. And if you go, oh, okay, I wonder what that's all about. But then I guess there's a second reference as well. The Tiny Diamond character does get introduced in the second movie, but overall, I don't think you really need to see the second movie. And the voice acting as well, I thought was the strongest in this film. Justin Timberlake, Anna Kendrick, I thought they were very good. The first movie, I thought they were fine. The second movie, there was so many problems with that. But it was just kind of extremely forgettable. But this, I think it's strongest. The soundtrack as well, I thought was solid. But I think the best song of all three films, I believe it's called True Colors. It's from the first movie. Really beautiful sequence from that film. The only song to be nominated for an Oscar from any of these movies is from the first movie. Can't Stop the Feeling, I believe it was called, which is also a good song. But none of these films were nominated for Best Animated Feature, and nobody talked about this movie. This came out in November, I think. Nobody talked about it. It just sort of slipped away. I don't know how well it did at the box office, but I could certainly see them doing another Trolls movie. Look, DreamWorks isn't afraid to do four movies in a series. I mean, we're getting a Kung Fu Panda 4, and that's coming out next week. So I could see them doing another Trolls movie, and hopefully it follows suit with the third film. So in the end of the day, look, it's good. It's not great. The villains didn't really care about that, but the stuff with the siblings, the emotional core of it, I liked. I thought it was a little slow at points, but hey, it's a good family film. Follows suit with the first one. Stuff for adults, stuff for kids. And I liked it. And like I said, it's my favorite of the series. I'm going to give Trolls Band Together 3.5 out of 5 stars. And I would definitely recommend it. Would I recommend the trilogy? I don't know. I would recommend the first and the third one. Cut out the second one. But hey, if you're one of those people that like the second one, that's more power to you. And, somebody's got to like it. It just wasn't for me. And with all that being said, you guys can comment down below. What'd you think about this film? What's your favorite Trolls film? Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Big review coming later today. Dune Part 2. I'm going to be seeing that in about 2 hours. Non-spoiler review coming out later. So excited to see it. It's my most anticipated movie of the year. And with all the reviews coming out for it, the hype is kind of unbelievable. Also, check out my picks for the top 10 best movies of 2023. That's up on this channel now. You guys can follow me on Twitter and or X at RyanKing72 and Instagram and TikTok at KingOfRises131. That's been it for me. Thank you so much for watching my review for Trolls Band Together. And until next time, over and out.